My name is Courtney. I'm Jason's wife. We've been married for just about 18 years. We actually met at work. I actually pursued him. I used to watch him come in. He would work the second shift, and I worked the first shift, and I just loved those curls when he came in, so I had to find out who he was. But we dated for a short time. We got married pretty quickly, and life was amazing. Life was easy. You don't realize how easy you have it until your world starts rocking around you. It started more or less when he went on a hiking trip with the boys, which was their thing.
So we went on this hiking trip, and it was just a fun time of hiking for like 6 hours, camping, and then hiked again.
We used to go hiking a lot, and this one time we were waiting on his brother, and we ended up being late, so we were hiking through -degree weather and through ponds and creeks and all that, and it was just miserable, but we ended up having a good time at the end.
The time that he noticed, though, was when his brother, Nathan, had also joined them on that trip. And he was having a hard time keeping up, which is not like Jason. Jason's a runner. He's very athletic. Didn't think much of it, just thought, well, I guess I'm out of shape, right? Maybe I need to lose a couple pounds. So came home, kind of just went through everything. No, nothing big, and then all of a sudden it started with drop foot. The neurologist running tests and trying to do surgery on different parts of his leg and taking biopsies, and I finally said, this is it. I'm coming to the doctors with you, and we're gonna figure out what this is. It's been going on too long. So we walked in there in the ALS department clinic, and the doctor could tell right away, even without doing many tests on him, just the way he was walking, that he had a pretty good feeling that it was ALS. He sat us down and he looked at Jason and said, unfortunately, you have ALS.
Courtney had texted the ladies in our small group to be praying and just kind of update us and let us know. And I remember my wife, Cody, read me the text message. Wait, what? We're talking about Jason? Jason? Like, you gotta be kidding me. And, I mean, then, of course, everybody starts researching and following up, and we went right over to their house and prayed with them.
At first I was angry. I was questioning why us, and eventually I just stopped saying why, and I accepted it, and this year has been terrible for my family. We have grown a lot closer together. Just seeing him in a wheelchair, rolling around, it's heartbreaking for all of us. And especially hard on my mom. She hates that he can't do the things that he used to do, and I hate it too. My little sister, she doesn't know any better, and it just sucks to lie to her face sometimes, saying it's gonna be okay, but really it's not. This past year, I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned that I can persevere. Recently learned how to be more giving and more caring towards others. I have realized that I have not always been that in the past. That's really helped me grow as a person.
The impact Jason made in my life, and I probably should sit down and tell him this face to face. I see Jesus in him. And I see resilience, and I see consistency. And no one in a million years would ever imagine this would end up happening to them. And he has handled it with grace and dignity, but where we get to walk alongside with him and support him.
I remember the first time I heard Jason was given the diagnosis of ALS. And I was at a Kohl's, and I was walking off of the sidewalk into the parking lot, and Jeffrey Melvin called me and said, Mike, I got some news to tell you. And I went, oh, okay, Jeffrey, what's going on, man? Tell me anything you want. He shared with me about Jason's diagnosis, but he stopped me before I could even get a word out. He says, Mike, our small group is going to step up. We're going to take care of him. And ended up catching up with Jason a little bit later, and we talked. And I was amazed about when I asked him, Jason, for lack of a better question, I asked him how he was doing. And he said, Mike, I'm good. I went, "Come on, Jason, how you doing, brother?" He says, "Mike, I'm good." Jason has this ability to be centered in his life. And he would, no matter what news came to him, he moved forward. As a pastor, I'm supposed to motivate him, but it was he who motivated me. Every time I called him, and nothing got the guy down. Yeah, of course he had some bad days, but he would continue to press on. He wanted to take care of his family. He wanted to take care of work. He even got promoted at work, and it's my honor to know this guy, and we are made for eternity. And he has touched my life and so many lives of others in amazing ways.
He's a comic. He always wants to cut up, have a good time. He talks about his family a lot, talks about his faith, talks about Georgia Tech. God, why he's a Georgia Tech fan, I don't know, but he is. I think he might be the only person in Georgia that likes Georgia Tech. I make fun of him all the time and tell him that, the games wait for him to show up because he'll be the only person in the stands. When I go to his house, I'm always welcome. If I need food, there's always going to be an extra plate for me. If I need him tomorrow, he'll be there. If I need him right now, Jason would find a way to get here. It's just a unconditional love. It's a brotherly love. It's no matter what the circumstances, he's going to be there for me, I'm going to be there for him.
When you meet Jason, there's one thing you're going to notice, that he is the most positive person you've ever going to meet. I've never heard him say anything mean or about anybody. He's just a solid guy. I mean, it's like I said earlier, it's that it factor. When you meet somebody like that's, if you're going to have a friend, that's the one you want. Seeing what Jason's going through with ALS has definitely changed the way I live day to day. I don't take any day for granted. I try to spend time with the people I care about and love. I want to be a better man. I want to be a better person. I want to enjoy things I would take for granted 2 years ago. I don't take for granted anymore. You got to live today like there's not a tomorrow. I just want Jason and his family to know we love him, we care for him, we're there for him.
One fun memory with Dad was when he taught me how to boogie board. My daddy laugh makes me feel loveful.
The things I enjoyed most by spending time with my dad is the way he reacts around the family, even though he does have ALS. He put a big impact on how I look at things.
He is very kind. If you ever get to talk to him, you should. He cares about others a lot. He cares about others a lot.
I think probably the biggest impact this has had on our family and Jason is seeing our kids grow up, becoming amazing, amazing kids, helping out, helping each other. I mean, not questioning anything. Jason has an amazing group of friends that hang out with him and want to hang out with him and take him here even to the church and do stuff. Our small group is fabulous. Our friends, our family, we have an amazing support group around us. And we love them. We love them for every single person that holds something in our hearts of what they mean to us. Before you might not have enough time to do this or do that with somebody, but now you make the time. You make the time. You make every moment count because it's what you got.